Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Andar Plays Victoria 2 as New England. In the last episode, we went to war with the United States in an attempted liberation of Nuevo Leon. And we failed, obviously. Mostly just because we got, a little overconfident, a little overzealous. We tried liberating the entirety of lost Mexican territory, and it didn't work out. And as a result, Nuevo Leon is still under American control, but we realized that we are actually very capable of having a huge military. And, ninth in the world, as a matter of fact, which is crazy to me because in the last episode, when we began, it was like in the teens or 20s, or it was weird. There's Guatemalan nationalists, though, which is interesting. So yeah, let's just do a world check, because I noticed some things loading in. Like there's an independent Catalonia, which is crazy. There's French communists. They might make France do some things. And anything else? Well, China's all broken apart. Communists are in Russia. Alright, and that's the world, I guess. Be cool to just see the USCA break up even more, so that'll be interesting. As to what I should be doing at this point now, it's again one of those things where I'm not completely sure. Because I have this big military, of course, but I don't really have any ambition to do anything with it. Raise taxes for the poor a little bit, just to pay for that deficit that's going on. Wonder if there's all the factories are doing well. How much are we putting into subsidies? 15.9, not bad, considering basically all of those factories are state-owned. And we're employing a lot, while continuing to encourage the development of soldier populations. Which I always have to recap this for the audience as well as myself, because again, space these episodes too far out and I lose track of what's going on myself. So basically, if I wasn't afraid of the United States attacking me, right now I have a stronger military than them, but still, I could be trying to liberate Canada and get them as an ally, or alternatively Quebec and New Brunswick, which is a thing I've been saying for 2, maybe 3 episodes now, but other things get in the way. Like, Hungary keeps asking us to help us in our crisis, and I'm like, nah, man, I'd much rather help Hungary. No, not Hungary. The opposite of Hungary. I mean, okay, maybe not the opposite, but a different country, Romania. Also, we lost our ally, Japan, and they are a very important ally to us. Sure. So we just need one more point, and we'll be friends with them again. Don't know why we stopped being friends, though. That's sad. Alternatively, what I could think about is maybe some interventions over here. Invade Dai Nam, considering that China's all weak. Sure. There's not a whole lot going on there. I bet they have some population. Lots of precious metal. But we have 7.33 infamy, and I'm sure I need to take the posture I'm taking to the United States. I'm not sure if this is a good strategy or not, but it's been, thus far, to try and keep the United States in check as much as possible. And they're rising through the ranks. I'm toe-to-toe with them militarily. And if the Allies can hold together, that'd be great. We would be able to defeat them, take Ohio or New Jersey, or like I say, liberate all this Mexican territory, which at this point is starting to house some significant population. We can see a little bit of red here. Fortunately, that's all Yankee except for little bits of Mexico here in Arizona. Up here in Nevada, Utah, that goes back and forth quite a bit. So yeah. Wonder how many British... Oh, hold on. We gotta extend the safety regulations real quick before I continue talking while not pausing so that time can continue and we don't have as many lols. And you know, the proper lol, not the LOL lol. So, I just want to see like population statistics for St. Augustine. There we go. No British. Well, there's a little British there. 1% British live in Florida. Out of the whole population. Okay. And not even out of the whole state, just Tampa. Fun facts. That little thing we set off in the first episode. Ohio would be maybe the more interesting thing. Yep, a lot of British in Ohio. Or not Ohio, Idaho. Similar sounding, except not at all, really. So, 10th in industry. Man, we turned New England into something great, didn't we? 4th great power in the world, as a matter of fact. And as much as I've been losing, like, the last 2 wars, we haven't really lost anything. And that's amazing. Just want Japan to realize how great we are, and then we'd be set. There we go. And now I don't feel as worried, because as I've said before, Japan ain't nothing to... Don't mess with them. That's all I'm gonna say. Germany! Hey, Germany. You're looking good, buddy. How'd they get the Alsace-Lorraine? Allied with Britain and Communist Italy. That's a pretty strong Germany. And they have some extra territory, Bohemia, out of Austria, the falling Austrian Empire. Which is interesting. Someone needs to take out East Galicia, just so the borders don't look messed up. Poland, maybe. Or maybe Ruthenia will become liberated. I don't know. Let's get Trinket Healthcare. Boom. Alright. Now we have too many soldiers, is what I'm picking up. Okay, they're now ranked 10 and we're rank 11. So there's... Okay, now we're rank 12. Someone's beating us. And I'm not too thrilled about that. But our units got to change appearance. They look like this now. Yeah, good stuff. But we need to keep pressing a military advantage, I think. So yeah, I want as many of these as possible. Also, after this episode, I should probably look up what someone who's actually good at this game does with their military composition, because I got 2 artillery there. Those are not necessarily foreign legions, but from the colonies, so that's why they're infantry. That's just guards, and that's 3 artillery. Probably could do with more artillery. So let's... I don't know. What does the colonial force look like? It's another 27,000. Could get them over there. And we have these guys out here in Batavia. Whoa. I don't really want a war with Britain right this instant. I wasn't prepared for one. Wasn't paying attention to that. That's why you should probably pay attention to those things. We could declare war on them to humiliate them, which would reduce their prestige a lot, take them down a notch. It would not be enough to knock them from number 1 prestige-wise, but it'd make me happy to do so. But no. No, thank you. I'll pass that opportunity up. And socialists and communists have won the election, bringing our military budget down a bit. We're getting craftsmen in New York. Not very many, but I'd like to open up this airplane factory because that's a lot of money. New technology is cool. How's British Columbia are doing these days? Alright, that's something. Okay, Guatemalan nationalists are all over the place down there, but it's not really leading to much in the way of the USCA breaking up. Corporation of a new factory? Sure. My sphere of influence over these guys is fairly complete, other than those two minor countries. Just trying to think of... I want to be doing something right now. Factories are being made. Military's there. And that peace agreement with the United States. An alliance... Oh yeah, with Peru. Anyway. Wait, what? They're already at war with the Empire of Mexico, and the Second Mexican Liberation of Nuevo Leon that they did not invite us to. Then again, well, we did to them the second time. Why wouldn't they not invite us? Did we just miss the invitation? Because I was not paying attention? No, because then it would have dissolved our alliance. So they're just not inviting us out of spite because we went overboard the last time. Oh well. Can't justify... Okay, we have a truce with them. Okay, that's our flag right there. Okay. They peaced out early in the last war. That's what happened. But when does ours end? Let's see. 20th of May, 1904. It's not too long from now. No. Decline of the West. Oh. I'm part of the West. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Mexicans. Not really, no. Just don't get why they would do something so foolish as that. They're not even good at managing the armies they have. Like, they can be a competitive military. They just choose to waste it. Disappointing. See, and now our military, because we have the socialists in charge, I think, our military has just been reduced all the way down to 14 and 34, just for... So, I guess I will switch to the communists. Just so the military budget can be high. Oh, hello. There, France. Why would you want an alliance? Army NCO training. Seems like a good thing. Aren't they a great power? Yeah, one of that... I mean, they're not as strong as Japan. Would that make Japan upset at me? Okay, they want to acquire California and for them to dismantle their fortifications. I don't know, just try and bring France? No, I don't want to risk, like, going to war with the USA and then Japan not helping, and instead I have to deal with France, which won't be able to produce enough troops at this point. Nor would I think they'd be willing to send them. So I'd... Indeed. What I'm gonna do then, send these guys to Africa and then Batavia to collect on the new colonial regiments. And I'm just gonna say yes, just to make ourselves look more powerful. If anything. I mean, we are quite the force when you just look at our alliances then. Yeah, that's some tough stuff there. I'd like to gain prestige, please. Let's see, Colombia. Like, I want diplomatic who are my allies. I mean, that just shows my sphere on my alliances. So, allied with France, the Philippines, Costa Rica, Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, and Peru. Not the likes of Argentina or Chile. Will not accept. Should increase our relations with them then. And a consistent framework of alliances in this region would create peace, for the most part. As they would not want to break their alliance with me. So really, it's just beneficial for everybody. They'll get there, though. Still will not accept. Just keep on trying. Now I have to wait for that to regenerate, and we'll watch the last of Mexican progress dry up. That's sad. Now they have to deal with all these rebels. Man. Alright, well, first time the United States has reached the Pacific. Took them till 1905. Now Austria wants our help in some crisis. I would much rather help the underdog. Sorry. That's just how I be. Okay, I mean, I kind of don't want to help you either, though. I'll throw my name in. Why not? Just make it interesting. Alright, never mind. It failed to enlist attention anyway. Fair enough. Never did raise the budget for these guys again. I'm about to lower taxes for the poor. Can't really do that. Okay. Our economy was hanging by a thread there. Okay, bring it up to 65. 65. The revolts of the masses. And there we go. Okay, they're having trouble getting supplies. Meanwhile, the craftsmen are coming in. New York is full. Cannot build any more factories there. Just have to stick to expanding the ones you have. Lumber. It's always been good to us. And here in Massachusetts, we will expand glass. There we go. And then incorporate the USCA if we can, even though they're just covered in rebellions right now. Probably aren't very beneficial. Remove from sphere, the United Kingdom. And then maybe they'll be ours? Maybe. We need to get these guys to accept. They will. Is Bolivia an ally? They are not. They would be more willing to think about it, though. Look at all this. Nothing but artillery, please. That's what's desperately needed from the colonies, if they can't become guards. Cavalry would be good too at some point, but I think we're close to getting tanks, or should be. If not, that's what we should be trying to invest in. Let's see. Right, we got tank experiment, so we should probably go with this one then. Infiltration. Seems like the best bet. Yeah, your political party must really affect the military ranking then. Communists in this game are pro-military, or in New England are pro-military, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're not jingoist like the nationalists up there. I mean, that's probably the one we should go with. It's more beneficial to us, I think. I mean, that's why we wanted these guys. And nationalists can also build factories, and the capitalists can also build factories. Okay. So, USA gets to take San Francisco just in time for the earthquake. Good stuff. Oh yeah, and Haiti had a revolution. They're a communist state now, too. Huh. Well, I'll be. All sorts of revolutions are taking place, it seems. And we will lose the money to cross Antarctica, which is a thing I thought we had already done. Weird. Or was it that we discovered the source of the Nile? I can't remember. We did one of the things. I think it was the Nile. So that's the French military, a stack of 83,000, a few scattered ones, and as far as I can see, not much navy at all. Meanwhile, over in Japan land, we got all this junk, and a navy the equivalent of our own. From, you know, just general appearance, no telling how much transport ships they have. You'd really think the USCA would break right now, but I guess not. As these Mexican Red Guards start storming onto Mexico City. Or trying to, anyway. And fascism was invented in Romania. One of those pop-ups said. It's alright, I guess. I mean, we probably can defeat them. I believe we can. But I'm scared. Really just am. Okay. We should have enough room in these ships to get these guys out of Batavia. No, oh, okay. I get you, game. I gotta select the boats, not the military units. That selects the military units. And while I'm over here, I could maybe think about taking out one of these guys. They're still allied with China, which has taken over Manchuria and Mongolia. Huh. Yeah, I think this would be a dumb fun idea. Let's see, they're not friendly with anyone, they're cordial with Japan. That doesn't mean anything. A war of conquest would be 22 infamy. I'm at 1.63. To just demand concession, however, would only be 5. Should be an entire province. What about here? That would be established protectorate, which would only be 10. And no one really has anything to say about them. 103,000 people versus 156,000 people. Oh, that's Cambodia. Never mind. This is Dai Nam. Yeah, they have 1.32 million people. I mean, if we were just to take half the country, like South Vietnam, just conquest. Realistically, I'm not sure if we're going to go to war with the United States for anything other than we'll risk the infamy to build up more troops, and we can ally with the new Guatemala, hypothetically, or at least put our sphere over them. as we establish a sphere over the USCA that lacks most of Guatemala. So yeah, there's that. And then we'll be doing cool new stuff very shortly. Argentina, liberation of Paraguay against Bolivia. Sure. Oh, that makes me want war with Colombia? Huh. I don't like either of those things. Well, I'm not really going to intervene unless those ships get back. So, that's okay. I just gotta hope this infamy thing over here on the war justification doesn't kick off in a really negative way. I have a whole bunch of troops going over there. So yeah, the closer it gets to 100, the less infamy it would take. Alright, 16.9 infamy. Speaking of that, now we're at 18.55. This is a great idea. I'm glad I'm doing this. I really am. This is probably a smart move. China can't be that strong. I mean, they just got broken up by rebels of all the things. So that should start the development of tanks. We'll get that one last military tech and then look at other things. As we start expanding the fortifications here in the US chord areas of New York and Pennsylvania. Man, building forts takes so long. There we go. And again, might as well just do it for everyone. We have the money. It's not like we're gonna do anything with it. And we have to make sure we're protected. The United States is a very angry nation indeed, and the British, to our north, are not much better. Can't trust anyone. Least of all our allies, who keep doing silly junk. Anyway, the troops are there. I imagine that would be enough. I mean, none of them are guards, though. Anyway, I still think that should probably be enough to mess or take over Dai Nam completely. That would be quite the embarrassment if it were not. Increase opinion. Full citizenship. They will not accept an alliance because... negative relations? Alright, well, that's fair. Moralism. Decline. Form alliance. They will not accept. Fascist newspaper. Fascists may also be a good idea for the future of New England, as much as it pains me to say it. Because they're basically just the Nationalist Party. Okay. I'll increase relations with them, Guatemala, in hopes of one day having an alliance, and go to war with Dai Nam. Probably shouldn't call in any of these allies. I'll just do it. It's unlikely for them to join in, but it would be more entertaining to see which of them sticks through. And the strategy, of course, is to start in the south and just work the way up. So Peru, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, Costa Rica, Philippines. Japan has honored it, and the French have not, which is the opposite of how I thought it would go down, and I am glad it turned out this way. So more pro-military, please. as we will now put some troops down here. Eventually. Oh no, okay. USA is making some moves and I wasn't paying attention. I wish you would get notifications about that other than just what pops up over here, because so much of that stuff is obscured half the time. Add to sphere. Ban the embassy. No, that's not what I want to do. Decrease opinion of the United Kingdom. And we'll do some slight influence there. And ban the embassy completely of the United States. That is why I try to keep maximum influence at all times. It comes in handy. Anyway, Ecuador wants an alliance. I'll accept alliances with everyone possible. Although I am still at war over here. I wonder if they'll just accept white peace. They did not accept that offer. Okay. Well, have fun with that, guys. I'm busy. You're lucky I'm busy. Doing this junk. Well, Japan's already got that blockaded, so I'll just sit here then, as these guys take whatever they can. A true colonial conquest going on over here. Just in time for the liberals to take over. The progressives, which are horrible. Terrible. We'll go with the fascists for once. See what happens. Probably have to open up and then subsidize all factories again. Open, subsidize. Okay. Just had to make sure. Okay, let us do battle. Or not. Let us do battle. Oh, these are Philippine troops. Yeah, should be an easy conquest. I mean, these guys are the main threat. Up here, Dai Nam isn't. Ethiopia. Come on. What are you doing? I wonder if I can just split my guys in two. Well, no, that guy has to get a general, just in case. Which we don't have any, so there we go. New general, again. Defense of 4. What's this guy have? An attack of 1. So he'll go up there. I can increase influence in Costa Rica. Or decrease someone else's influence. For instance, the United States. While continuing to develop good relations with them. These are some rather slow occupations. I thought this would go by a lot faster, but then again, I waited until the 1900s to do any real militaristic colonialization. So, maybe that's my fault, that these guys are probably too advanced at this point. An uncivilized nation? Okay. They aren't civilized yet, by our terms. Just a weird way the mechanics put that. I don't like. It seems imperialistic, or calling them uncivilized just seems weird. I don't know. So they're in our sphere again. And we'll research. We'll get more RGO junk. As we continue the conquest. Oh, okay, those are enemies. Wasn't paying attention there. But it looks like we're doing a good enough job. Not anymore, though. So now we need the reinforcements to get in over there. And there we go. Tables turned, hopefully. Then again, those aren't my best troops fighting. Japanese reinforcements are not... Okay, yeah, we did win. And won by a lot, as a matter of fact. See, they're the 8th biggest military power in the world, but they don't have the technology to back it up, is the problem. Usually with any of the Chinese states. And there we go. Japan pieced out for us because they were technically the war leader. So now we own that. And we will immediately do some of this, I guess. Oh yeah, we do have tanks. I missed that completely. Nothing but tanks, please. Tanks. See, attack of 18. The guards have an attack of 16. Tanks have a defense of 10. They have a higher defense. I want tanks. Please, tanks. All tanks. We'll actually see... replace all these guys with tanks. And... there we go. Tanks. 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 We're gonna have tanks, guys. And I don't think the United States has tanks. Dun dun dun. And France wants another alliance. Yeah. Will these guys accept peace yet? Because I don't really care about any of this. There we go. Peace for our time. Now I have to try and re-establish the alliance with Colombia. Probably the most important of the alliances in this region. I wonder if we can encourage fascist sentiment in our most populated provinces. If they can actually win the elections. It pains me morally to do this, but it's the way it be. Oh, that's the opposite of what I wanted? Well, not the opposite, but not what I wanted. Why do I keep saying the opposite when it's not what I mean? Alright, so we'll see how effective that does. A little experiment, if you will. Yeah, so these guys are basically just a more advanced nationalist faction. They have all the same traits. Protectionism, state capitalism, moralism, residency, jingoism. Yeah, they're the same thing. Don't get it. I don't get it. So in reality, I don't have to be fascist, I can just be the nationalist faction. I can keep my morals intact, somewhat. Democracy's pretty cool, though. And just go back to encouraging soldiers. There we go. There we go. Just forget I did that, guys. Forget about it. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of troops here now. This will be a good place to get new colonial regiments and the like. So that's cool. And our admiral died. That's sad. That's less good. Okay, and now we have our alliance with Colombia re-established. And I think that's probably going to do it for an episode. We conquered Vietnam. That's pretty cool. We can, I don't know, probably move into the rest of Southeast Asia, I guess. Again, it seems kind of late to be doing this kind of stuff. But any advantage possible, and now we have tanks, and that's cool. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. One day. One day I'll have Washington.